What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Sabby. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Welcome to my channel, Self Mastery. Today's topic is 5 types of women you need to avoid. This video is for my men out there who are in the dating scene right now, especially if you're looking to get married or anything long-term, guys. Remember, these are the 5 types of women you need to avoid at all costs. I mean, like the Black Plague, guys. Avoid it like the Black Plague. I do want to state that this is my input. This is my opinion. These are, things I've picked up on from experience, from observation of other people. I've picked up on this, from research. Guys, this is all advice. At the end of the day, like my brothers, Hodge twins used to say, do whatever the fuck you want to do, guys. But hey, it's advice at the end of the day, right? So I can just share my input with you all. Without further ado, let's get started, guys. So girl number 1 or woman number 1 that you need to avoid, this type of women, right, is a woman who comes from an unhealthy background, or a woman that doesn't have both parents, from that childhood upbringing, meaning maybe one parent was missing, or, maybe both parents were missing. The reason I say this, guys, because I can draw on from, my own experiences in the past. I've dated a lot of women that, did not come from a healthy family. And one thing I do realize is that there was always some sort of trauma with these kinds of women. There was always some sort of underlying trauma, and it always played, itself out every time, I was dating these women. And, whether it was insecurity, whether it was, daddy issues, whether it was, over controlling, or narcissistic, or, some sort of bipolar disorder, guys. There's so many different things that can happen, especially with women that don't come from a proper healthy upbringing. So guys, whenever you're on a date with a girl, whenever you're, prospecting, doing what you need to do, always ask this question, how was your relationship, or how is your relationship with your parents? And always, listen as closely as you can. If they say anything like, oh yeah, I have a great relationship with my parents, I love my parents, they're like they're my everything, then, you have a healthy girl at your disposal, guys. But if you hear anything about like, oh, F my dad, F my mom, I hate my parents, I never had any parents, I don't know my dad was in and out of jail, my dad cheated on my mom cheated on my dad. The list goes on, guys. So many things can happen. And that itself, causes a lot of turmoil to a young child's developing brain, guys. So always keep that in mind, that you don't want to be dating these kinds of women that have a lot of emotional trauma, or trauma from the past, or, childhood upbringing, guys. Always remember that. Let's get into the type of woman you should avoid. Number 2, these are women that have baby daddy drama. Right now, I'm not going to say single mothers, not all of them, because guys, look, this is the thing. You see, maybe you can meet a girl and you hit it off, and it's perfect, it's pure, right? The chemistry is amazing, the compatibility is there, and maybe it's meant to be. I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna blackball every single mother out there, right? Maybe later on you find out she has a kid. That's up to you what you want to do with that, right? Maybe if you want to be the stepdad or whatever you want to be, guys, that's up to you at the end of the day. I'm not gonna say anything against every single mother out there, because some of them, yes, some of them did get cheated on, or maybe some of them, maybe the dad died, or maybe, he was a bum. I don't know, guys. There's many different scenarios that can happen, but definitely do not date a woman that's constantly, going through baby daddy drama. Baby daddy's always in the picture, or she has multiple baby daddies, like 3 or 4. At that point, guys, you're just, shooting yourself in the foot. You're just putting yourself in a web of games that's gonna, fuck with your head, guys. So don't put yourself into that kind of stressful situation, especially if you're looking for something long-term, guys, because Look, if you just want to hit it and quit it one time, maybe two times, I would say, guys, do your thing, whatever. At the end of the day, it's your life, guys. But I do want to say you don't want to be involved with these women because down the road, right, you don't want to be taking care of kids that are not your kids. Next thing you know, you're the babysitter. Next thing you know, you're the new dad in the picture. And a lot of these single mothers that have a lot of baby daddy drama or have multiple baby daddies, look, guys, they're definitely gonna cheat on you as well. If they've been sleeping around with these many dudes and making these many kids, right? One, let's be real, you're probably gonna get her pregnant too. Next thing you know, you might be on child support. You may be paying a bunch of payments, and then she's gonna expect you to take care of the rest of the kids while the other baby daddies are nowhere to be seen, guys. So that's definitely not a predicament you want to be stuck in, guys. So avoid these women like at all costs, for sure, guys. Number 3, the third kind of woman you don't want to be, involved with, or, you don't want to have anything with long term, guys, is a girl that's still in her party phase. Now, I get it. At some point, we're young, maybe fresh out of high school, still in college, up in our 20s, I get it, guys. We're young, we like to have fun. And of course, youthful years require us, or not require us, but they entice us to go out and have fun. And guys, I get it. We all have been through that. But now let's say if you're like 27 plus, maybe, 30 plus, even up to 40 plus, right? And you're looking for a girl, to settle down with or to have a long-term relationship with, and you're looking for girls maybe in the same age range as you guys, look, if she's still going out every single weekend, partying, getting drunk, like blackout drunk, right? Not remembering who she went with, who she's going home with. If she's not remembering where the hell she went, she's still doing drugs, drugs that you probably don't even know, drugs you haven't even heard about. Or she's always, just flirting with different guys at the bars or, at the clubs. And that's her life, guys. Maybe she has a job during the week, but every weekend she's out and about just, getting lit. Guys, that's a girl you can have fun with, for sure. Have fun with her, but that's not a girl you want to bring home to your mom, right? That's not a girl you want to bring home to your parents, especially for marriage, guys. So I say that with discernment, definitely, guys. Now, for a night out, a couple of nights out, yeah, or you can, friend zone that girl and just, have fun with her in terms of partying. Every time you want to go out, hey, hit her up, she can be the wingman, whatever, wing woman, whatever you call her, and she can, help you pull other girls, guys, if that's what you're into, or if you just want to hook up, but that's definitely not the kind of girl that you want to be involved in long term, guys, because that's a lifestyle. That's something hard to break. Because look, this is the thing, guys. When you're partying all the time, it becomes like a habit, and a habit turns into a lifestyle, and eventually it just becomes part of you. And, whenever I go sometimes, to these dance clubs and I still love the techno scene, the house scene. And, I go after like, many months or, even after a year and a half sometimes. And I still see the same people, same girls still out there dancing, and they're there every single weekend. And it's like, man, like that's all they have going on in their life. That's all they care about. And, for all we know, they could be sleeping with guys left and right? We don't know their true innermost, their private lives, guys, but we know that they're always at the scene, always getting drunk, always high on something, or always dancing, every weekend getting lit. So at the end of the day, guys, like I said, walk with caution. And it's easy to pick up on these kinds of girls, right? They're always there on the scene, at the spot, right? Wherever the party is, the girl is there. You know how it is, guys. So definitely avoid these kinds of women if you're trying to look for something serious, because it's not worth it. Let's get into type of girl number 4. This is an important one, guys. A girl that is still in her 304 phase. Now, what do I mean by 304 phase? Now, obviously, all my red pillars out there, you guys definitely know what I'm talking about. But for anybody that doesn't know, type in 304 into your calculator and turn it upside down. Yes, it does spell the word hoe. Now, definitely avoid a girl that is in her hoe phase. Now, look, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it 100. especially, you know, people in American culture. Now, I can't speak for other cultures out here right now, but, you know, men and women in the American culture at some point, whether they're young or, you know, sometimes in their mid to late 20s, they can have a hoe phase where, you know, where they're experimenting and, you know, going through a bunch of people, right? Whether men are going through a bunch of girls or girls are going through a bunch of men, right? It happens, guys. But at some point you realize that's not what you want long term, and then you want to find a good partner to settle down with. You've, you know, had your fun, you've had your experiences, but now you want something genuine. Now you want something real, right? And so you change your perception, you change your paradigms, you change your lifestyle, and you start looking for someone to settle down with. However, guys, there's always going to be some girls, some women that are stuck in that phase for decades. I'm talking about years on years, right? Like their whole life is a reflection of that. Guys, you don't want to be involved with that kind of girl because one, right, she'll never be loyal to you. She'll probably be unfaithful, cheat, right, do things behind your back, right? She might only come to you for just, you know, a hookup or so, and next thing you know, you catch feelings, but she only treated you like, you know, a one-night stand, guys. So definitely learn to pick out, you know, what kind of girl is still in her 304 phase. And you can tell easily, guys, by the way she dresses, by the friends that she's surrounded with. If her friends are doing the same hoish activities, she's probably, you know, doing the same thing, guys. You know, what's that saying? Birds of a feather flock together. So, you know, just use discernment, guys. Now, also look at her lifestyle, right? Is she out all the time? Is she always, you know, posting pictures, selfies, videos with different guys? Or she's always on different dinner dates and she never posts a guy or whatever, you know? Guys, she's definitely playing the field. She's definitely, you know, in her hoe phase. And that's not someone you want to settle down with or, you know, commit to, because in the end, you're going to get hurt, right? Because she's not ready to commit long term. She's still out there having fun. Yes, at some point in her life, she will realize, you know, she wasted her youth. She passed up on many good guys, blah, blah, blah. You know, the story plays out over and over again, guys. You've heard it before, but definitely avoid any girl that is in her 304 phase. Now, let's get into type of woman that you need to avoid. Number 5. This is the last one on the list that I have. Guys, before I get into this 5th type of woman, I do want to say, if there's any that I missed in this video, please comment down below. Give me your thoughts and let other people read as well everything that you have to share, everything that you've experienced, because it will greatly help anybody that clicks on this video. But let's get into the kind of woman. Number 5 that you need to avoid like the Black Plague is any girl or any woman that is only looking to be with you or date you because of your resources. And this could be your money. This could be your position of power. This could be your status. This could be your social status. And this could also be maybe fame, right? Maybe you have a lot of clout. Maybe you have fame. Maybe you have something going on for yourself that draws, you know, these kinds of women to you. So first thing I want to say, guys, every time you're on a date or every time you're, you know, out on the scene, whatever, right? Never show off your wealth. Never show off, you know, how much money you're making, what you're driving. Guys, sometimes you don't even have to wear your Dior shirt out to the club, guys, because it's just, you know, it's like a big sign that says, hey, I'm very rich or I have a lot of money. Come play me, right? You don't want to be wearing these kinds of shirts, guys. You don't want to be wearing these kind of clothes. Now, I'm not saying don't look good for the club, guys, but sometimes don't wear these flashy brand names all the time. Also, if you have a lot of fame or if you have clout, maybe you're YouTube famous, maybe you're TikTok famous, maybe, you know, you're someone, right? I don't know. You're doing something. Maybe you're famous in your local community or whatever, guys. Especially, you know, if you're, you know, a big star or an athlete, you want to make sure that women that come to you are not just coming to you because you can put them on or because by being with you, they're going to get famous or they're going to get clout, guys. Because a lot of these women are just looking for that. right? And so beware of the kind of woman that asks you questions about, hey, how much money are you making? What do you do for a living? Now, some of these are okay in terms of long-term dating. Maybe what do you do for a living is okay, but if she's asking you, how much money is coming in monthly, how many assets you own, how many properties you have, what's your lifestyle like? Are you always traveling? Or she's asking about, how you can promote her or something like that, guys. Whatever it is that she's trying to leech onto you and trying to, use you for your resources. If you get the vibe intuitively that this girl doesn't like me for who I am, guys, drop her. Especially if she wants, expensive dinners all the time. If she's not going to give it up unless you buy her something, or, if she's not going to give it up unless you pay for some tickets to some basketball game or to some show or to, the next flight out to, Vegas or whatever, guys, definitely drop that kind of girl. You don't want to be with that kind of woman, because the thing is, if you lost it all tomorrow, right, she would not be there. She would not be there. And is that someone you really want in your life, right? Same thing goes for friends and family, right? There's a lot of people that, leech onto you because of the resources, the wealth, the fame, the clout. And so always be aware of that, guys. But these are the 5 types of women that you need to avoid like the Black Plague. Let's go down this list one more time. Number 1 was women that come from an unhealthy family, right? Bad parents or parents missing, one or the other, or, just a bunch of emotional trauma from childhood. Could be abuse, domestic abuse, sexual abuse, whatever, guys. Number 2 is women that have baby daddy drama, right? Women that have multiple baby daddies, baby daddy's still in the picture, in and out, or she has 3-4 kids by multiple dudes. You don't want to be involved in that, guys. Number 3, women that are still in their party phase, right? They're okay to hang out with, they're okay to party with, but guys, do not commit to these women. Do not look for anything long-term. Maybe just a night out of fun. That's it. Number 4 is women that are still in their hoe phase, right? Women that are still promiscuous, still playing the field. Don't get your heart broken, guys. Just, use them for one night maybe and move on with your life. Let's get into the last one, number 5, which is women that are only interested in you because of your money, your fame, your clout, your status, your position of power. Maybe you can put them on. Always be aware of these kinds of women, guys. Use your intuitive faculties, just be aware of the kind of questions they ask, what their actions are, what their behaviors are. Just be aware, guys. So definitely avoid these types of women at all costs, because at the end of the day, you want a good, virtuous woman to marry, to commit to bring home to your parents, to your family, to the cookouts, whatever, guys. You know how it is. But this is the message for today. I hope you found a lot of value in this video. Please share your thoughts down below. Like I mentioned before, if I missed anything, or if you feel like there's another kind of woman you should avoid, comment down below, guys. Please share this video with anyone that you know could use this information. I know there's a lot of guys out there stuck in situations that are just not, the best situations to be in. So please share this video with them. Subscribe to my channel to stay updated for all new content. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much once again. Peace.